back if you don't want to get, we might splash a little bit. So yeah, I mean, this is also, we made this yesterday, so it's standard sort of clay thing. If you leave it sitting, it does thicken up. So I'll just put a little bit of.
And what did you do to the clay before you put it in? Was it dry, or did you just?
Well, here it's easy because there was a pile of pulverised clay, but at home I just throw it in, lumps, whatever, and just mix it till it goes. So I'm just going to stand back if you don't want to get, we might splash a little bit. And it's just that sort of consistency. So really quite runny.
Candle wax.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put your hand in it. Yeah. It's almost too thick. Yeah, so that's more like it there. Just that, it's quite runny.
Got someone to mix it?
Yeah, there's a pitchfork in there. Yeah, so then the technique is you just go under it. The board might not go, so thing might not be ideal actually. And just mix it and toss it, like I said, till it stops being crunchy.
Yeah.
Plywood's better because your pitchfork doesn't stick into it quite the same. The knives, you also, if you're working on a piece of plywood, you put up on some blocks or some sort of crating, so it's about that height, and it's much easier on the back. I'm just going to look that there's no dry patches. Yeah. It's like there, just there. It's a dry bit. So that's what you're looking for, and just working it around. And it's all just kind of going shiny. And that's about it. It's all the clay there is. Dry bit there. But it shouldn't be drippy. It's just, it's going to get clay all over your hand. But that's actually enough. Yeah, that's the bit that is confusing because you really think that that's not enough.
Oh yeah. It doesn't look enough. It's just moist.
Yeah.
That's weird. We're alright, yeah.
It's like dry. Yeah, it looks really dry.
So that's ready?
Yeah. A lot more clay on it.
Can you just stick in?
Yeah, just sticky enough. Yeah, just sticky enough.
So then you just transport your straw to the wall. You just sprinkle in a layer, probably about 150 millimeters or so. Just making a nice even layer right across. And then just, you'll feel if there's any soft spots, just pack it in. Particularly paying attention to the edges and the corners. And then just, there's a bit of a gap down here. But try and make one sort of complete layer that's the same density all the way across before you put any more in. So we're all working all over. So then you just do the same again. Just sprinkle some in.
Does the leaf make a difference? Better to be shorter or?
I don't know. With straw, you get what you get. You know, you buy a bale of straw. I was saying to somebody earlier that the demise of the small bale. This is one way you can actually make use of big bales of straw because you're going to break it up anyway. And obviously, the real difficulty with big bales then is moving them around your site. So does anyone have a go at packing that?
Yeah.
So just with your fingers, just pushing it into the corners particularly, making sure that it's a nice level. Yeah, just pushing down the edges, all the way around the edges. So just watch out. I guess the main health and safety thing is here that you don't get the splinter up your fingernail. And you're not really having to. It's not a big push, but see on this end here where it's still coming up, just to push those ends down.
Right.
So really work on the ends and the edges. I mean that's. And then you just
Can you push it in too tight?
yes.
Ran out of
Yeah, absolutely. You can push it too tight. Yeah.
No, there's more there. There's more there.
Okay.
That's cool.
So you're saying you have your 10 and 13 year olds, so you don't actually need to be compressing it massively.
No, not at all.
Push it in there.
Pressure?
Yeah, and just making sure that you're kind of getting a level amount, and really
Right across.
and rest really concentrating on the edges and the corners.
And if you over compress it,
You mean like
But it just goes hard. You'll see on the bottom of this panel, when I first did that, I was remembering how to do it. That bottom bit is probably too hard.
What's that, sorry?
The very bottom of that panel is probably compressed.
Oh, yeah.
The
torque.
About kilograms per square
No,
metre.
you're right.
You can push about 25 or 30 with your hand.
Oh, do you?
So if you're pushing that, you're pushing.
But if I was 10, how much would I be pushing?
yeah, probably only
So
about
Not even that much.
much less.
Yeah, so really just with your fingers pushing along the edges is the big deal.
Tucking it in.
Tucking it in, yeah.
I really like this, man. I can honestly see myself just framing out a conventional little hut and using this on the walls. Easy.
I'll just get a bit more before you start packing that.
You can put it in your chook house, and the chooks could aid you.
You could, mate. But then they'd be hard pressed to get up, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so that looks perfect. It's still spongy,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's all
Okay, so
tucked in down around the edges.
gosh, it's bloody deceptive, eh? So where did you discover this?
There was some people in Nelson who had done a light earth house. I don't know where they got it from. It's an old technique, German technique.
Yeah.
And then our architect or draft.
It's called light earth. Right, get into it. Feel it, man. It's good.
I got to see if I'm going to approve it or not.
Oh, okay. He's the building inspector.
He might not get code compliance yet.
That's right. Yeah.
But
Hey, we've got a building inspector here. He's going to see if this complies or not.
I've got to get my hands into it, and then I'll approve it, mate.
And how long do you have to wait for it to dry?
So about a yes, it's almost looking like that's certainly compacted enough. There's a bit of it there that's got a bit more clay.
Sort of spring in it.
Yeah. Just a moment, we'll just get a layer all the way along there.
Oh, okay. Even up.
Yeah. Highly technical.
Stuffed it up already.
And then you can go for it.
It's reasonably packed in, eh?
Yeah, but you have to kind of like, you said, to kind of like put your fingers in the edges and tuck them in,
Oh, yeah.
like that part and these parts.
To make sure that you end up with a different.
And you don't need to, you're wasting material.
Yeah. So, are people interested? Should we fill them up and I can take this one up and put another one on top?
Oh, yeah. So do we need to fill it right up?
Check in.
Yep, so we just need some more straw. For making this much slurry, it was probably one bucket like that of clay, 1.5 buckets of clay. So now you can kind of see that's slightly on the thin side, and that's just about perfect. Yep, so if anybody wants to see that, feel that difference.
Can you show your hands again?
Yep, sure.
Yeah, I just can't quite see your nails.
So that's too thin, that's about right.
Okay, cool.
Does anybody else want to see that? Too thin, just right for the slurry?
That one?
See too many wrinkles. It's too thin.
You can see.
Should never be mixed.
But some of the guys were saying don't mix them, but
No,
what I've heard.
yeah, no, clay,
Mix the two in your first mix, or you put clay on and then you come back with a light.
no, I put on a straight, well, there's always cow shit in it.
Oh, you put the manure in there?
Absolutely. Yeah. As far as making plaster goes, I didn't have why you'd make plaster with that.